apologies. And this is bad, but I want people to know that this happened to me at one point. Or this is something that like I was like, essentially, let me just say it, right? And again, this is me being vulnerable because I think people might relate to it. I went through a phase when I was single where I was really trying to figure out women. I'd been through some bad relationships and I was like, all right, I'm trying to find the best way to say it so people don't think I'm an asshole. See, we're doing it, and we just talked about this, where I'm trying to respect everyone's boundaries. I was an asshole at one point, and it came from a good place, but it came from, I figured out that women were really big suckers for apologies. And obviously I'm speaking in generalities. I'm not saying all women are, but I figured out, regardless of what I did, if you're a really good apologizer, it almost is better than if you never messed up, right? If you messed up and then you can acknowledge it, women, and this is again, 20-year-old Will figuring out life, would be like, oh my God, that's so strong of him that he's able to acknowledge that. And I figured this out and I would use it to my advantage. And it's terrible and I don't do it anymore, but I have to be honest, where I would be really mean to people, apologize for it, and I would get that girl. And it worked a lot. Like it was like a common thing to the point where I literally, like I cussed people out and been straight up like you're fucking stupid and da-da-da. And like you present, like just going off. I wish I could tell you a few of these stories. And then like walking away or something and then coming back out to me, hey, you know what? Like that has a lot more to do about me than you. Like I really didn't mean to do that. I was frustrated and I get that it hurt your feelings and I totally regret it. I don't know what's wrong with me. Like I apologize though. You didn't deserve that.
Yeah.
And like they would go like, oh, it's okay. And what I said was brutal. And I'm like, what? And then they would be like, well, what are you doing? Like, let's go get a drink. And so it's like, and I know it sounds bad, but I'm just being honest. I figured that out and I used it to my advantage a lot.
That's such an interesting example because like based off of our conversation, we were recognizing how that ability to apologize is important, to acknowledge.
It is, but it could be used for some bad stuff.
Also manipulating that is.
Yes, that's not good at all. And here's the thing is
crazy.
I am still to this day a good apologizer, but it's so much more authentic. I don't need that anymore. You know what I mean? I'm in a wonderful relationship, so I have to actually apologize. But back then it was literally for that reason. And I remember that frame in my life and I totally like, again, being honest and trying to grow from something, it was totally wrong of me to like do it. But in the same sense, it also taught me how to be a really good apologizer. I just had to learn how to put my emotions and thought and actions behind it. Like I don't apologize if I don't mean it. If someone says you need to apologize to me, I'm like, I'll apologize to you if I feel sorry. But if I don't, you're never going to get that from me. I just don't do it. So if you get an apology from me, I actually meant it from the heart because I don't give fake apologies anymore. Probably because I spent years doing that shit. Yeah.
That reminds me of that MGK song.
Which one? Apologize?
No, he's like, first off, I'm sorry to nobody or something.
Well, Conor McGregor has a line like that after his when he won the second belt.
Like, I want to say sorry to nobody.
To absolutely fucking nobody. The king does what he wants.
So I can kind of see from everything what we're talking about the maturity of that statement.
Yeah.
Freaking apologizing like
authentically.
Authentic.
Yeah, authentic is the perfect way of putting it. And don't be manipulating people. I feel like I just taught some young kid right now how to don't use this.
That was
but it was honest. That's how it was.
That was like a clever technique that people can
That's the best way to describe me growing up is clever. I had to figure some stuff out.
Yeah.
Hey, I get it. You don't want to subscribe already. Fine. Will you at least watch one of these 2 clips? Can you do that, huh?